You do the intro?
We live.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't know I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
No way. There's no way. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know why I got black. It don't normally get black like that. I don't know what happened with that.
Oh, I said,
What up,
no.
what up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right-hand side, we got Commander and SCSU #1 fan off of a vacation, Chuck Little John. And underneath us both, man, we got Decatur's real deal, Corey Davis. What's up, my guys?
I didn't realize I put
What's really going on? You know you put that on there, man.
I know, right? Look, because I was arguing with my old Google one. Vacation, homie. Tell me, man. Tell me where you went, brother.
Well, we went on a 6-day cruise. We got on the ship in Miami, and we left Miami and went to Costa Maya, Mexico. Then we went to Roatan, Honduras, and then we went to the Bahamas.
Okay.
Finished up in the Bahamas. And man, I guess it's my first cruise. It was great. I mean, we had a blast. And I guess what made it even better, we went with my family, so it was 10 of us that went.
Okay.
Yeah. So we said that, we do our own thing, whatever the case may be, but we came together to eat every night at different restaurants. So, I say my wife's brother, but I've been married for 27 years. So I've been knowing him that long, so I started calling him brother now instead of wife's brother. But he made all the arrangements for the different restaurants. So we ate at a different restaurant every night. I mean, it was a blast, man.
That's what's
An
up.
absolute blast.
What cruise line?
Virgin Voyages.
Okay.
It was a all adult cruise. No pun intended for children, but had to be 18 and above to be on there.
Okay.
Yeah, one for children. This just one for children, and that,
Yeah.
it can be there sometimes. So
Yeah, but I mean, we had a blast, man.
So, look, this wasn't no carnival. You know what I'm saying? Where kids run into you, bump into you.
Nah, yeah.
ice cream.
Yeah, I guess it was one bad night on the ship was where some people got a little woozy, a little seasick because I don't know if the captain was behind or what, but he was Wednesday night. He was wide open.
The boat?
Yeah, he was bouncing us around like we rag dolls, man. But other than that night, you couldn't even tell the ship was moving. And I know how I am. So in the morning, I had me a Dramamine. In the evening, before I went to eat dinner, I had me another Dramamine.
Okay.
So I'm covered all day long. So that day he was bouncing around. It wasn't bothering me because I was ready. I was Dramamined up.
You took a Dramamine every day?
And twice a day.
Oh, wow.
Twice a day.
Yeah.
There was snacks. There was snacks for him.
Yeah. And on that cruise, I'm gonna go get seasick. And I guess the thing out there real quick too, I guess by being an adult cruise, they had a casino. So G, I just want to thank you and your wife for the casino night, because going to that casino night allowed me to light them up on the blackjack table.
Okay, that was it.
got me a lot more experience at your casino night, which gave me the experience to light them up on the cruise. So yeah, I came home positive on casino night too.
Oh, that's all. So you went and made some money on your vacation. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, yeah,
What's
playing
up?
blackjack. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it was a great time, man. I know a lot of people don't know about Virgin Voyages, but it was like I said, all adult cruise, and I guess from what people say, it's a little bit on the on the expensive side, but to me, it was well worth it. Like I said, it's my first cruise, so
Okay.
Was 6
But our
days
first-
first cruise, or was that just right for you?
I don't know. I guess I thought it was too long to begin with, but after we got started, and it was so much to do on the ship, and it's so big. I mean, got confused a couple of times because you get on one elevator, you get off of there, you're not at the right spot, you're on the end, so then you gotta go to the middle to get to the place you need to go to.
Right.
Then something be on the other end of the ship. So yeah, it turned out to be great.
That's awesome.
But I just recommend anybody to go on their first one if you're concerned about motion sickness to Dramamine up every day.
He said to the Dramamine every day.
Every day. What's up, James Littlejohn, man? Welcome to the show, big homie. Hey, we're glad to have you back, man. We tried to hold it down while you was out, big OG. We missed you on the show, man. The people missed you as well, man. So we're glad to have you back on, brother. All right.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back, man. Safe and sound for me and all the family members. So everybody get back home safely.
That's awesome.
That's
man.
what's up. That's what's
Let's
up.
welcome everybody out there on Twitter, on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Remember to bring a friend, tell a friend about the channel. We hope to see each and every one of you all on every Wednesday and Sunday, man, 8 o'clock. And I hope that, if you're in the market for a home, man, that you reach out to none other than our guy.
Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The Crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the Crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the Crew and you.
There we go. All right. And on top of that, man, the Crew and you is partnering up with the Adaptive Life Foundation for a charity golf tournament on April 10, 2023. Remember to bring your foursome. Come compete. Come fellowship. Come laugh. Golf with the TCY Crew. It's going to be a great cause, a great event for a great cause. I mean, and we just hope that each and every one of you all know somebody or you all participate in it, man. April 10th, 2023, man. It's coming up soon. We're only like a week and some days away. So if you know anybody that wants to golf, who wants to make a donation, or who wants to, donate a hole, reach out to either one of us, myself, Chuck, or Corey on our social media platforms, and we'll point you in the right direction, man. So thank y'all for helping out this great cause, and hope y'all be able to participate as well. All right.
Hey, real quick, here go a sign that there's on one of the beaches that I wish I could adhere to. I don't know if y'all can see that or not.
I wish I could stay here forever.
No, that right.
James Littlejohn says, man, OG, they were talking real bad about you.
Talking about James and his messed up feet.
Yeah,
I tried to listen in one night, and I tried to join it one night, but the Wi-Fi was just terrible. I put a couple things in the chat, and then it just went haywire to that. So.
Yeah, you out there in the middle of the ocean, but
yeah,
you ain't gonna get much signal out there. So.
Yeah, right.
All right, so this is still Black History Month, and we are still spotlighting a person who has made an impact in the world, and and an inventor that we've done inventors, we've done basketball athletes. But this guy right here, Mr. George Crumb, or George Speck, invented the potato chip in 1853. As a chef, he worked at a restaurant in New York, and they sent back the fries. I guess they didn't like the fries. They didn't like how thick they were. So he cut them down as thin as he could. Threw them in some grease, fried them for a little bit, brought them back out. There we have the potato chip. In 1853, man. He invented the potato chip. George Crumb or George Speck. You know, what's your favorite potato chip? OG
Favorite flavor or favorite brand?
flavor.
I'm about to say that do make sense though, huh? Brand.
I guess flavor would be honey barbecue.
Honey barbecue. Okay. Corey.
Golden Flake. I'm saying, listen, I know they country. That most people don't know about Golden Flake, but Golden Flake makes this what is it? It's sweet and tangy, you know. Hot what is it? Sweet and hot, sweet and tangy, or something like that. Sweet and hot.
Now that's not your favorite, Corey.
Yeah, it is.
Because you would know the name, man.
Hold up. I know the bag. Look, I know the bag when I see it.
Oh, Sweet Heat.
Sweet Heat. There it is. Sweet Heat.
John said Sweet
Heat. Look, I know his old fat self know it. Y'all been putting breakfasts on some kind of food. Look, he knows Sweet Heat. Golden Flake.
Sour cream and onion. Mine is sour cream and onion. That's my
dummy. Yeah, I'm done with it. You know who to go to for food.
All right, fellas, man. Let's jump right in. And we will start. Let's start in basketball. And I want to start right here in Alabama. There's a story that's we talked about on the show about a young lady being murdered by a player from Alabama basketball team and a former, I guess, student of Alabama, killing this young girl over being dissed or denied a date with her, and ended up killing her. And another guy who's actually on the team still, Brandon Miller, actually brought the weapon to the ones who actually shot her. And now this guy was suspended for a while. They brought him back for Alabama. Alabama's the number 2 team in the nation. But they said that, you know, he was freed of any wrongdoing by the police. So they said they will allow him to play. It was hard for me to watch the game last night. He's a talented player, but knowing that he brought the weapon and still now allowed to play, I didn't feel right about that. So I wanted to get you all's opinion on this situation, man. What do y'all think? Let's start with you, Corey. I believe you may have a difference of opinion as well.
I kind of do. Okay. Like everybody, you know, we read different pieces of it. So police identified Miller as, you know, the one who transported the gun belonging to Miles. You know, and from how they were saying it, you know, he gave a call, hey man, bring me my pistol. You know, and he brought it. Then he was like, all right, I'm out. You know, so they were saying that he brought it, but had no idea that this fool was finna, you know, unleash, you know, the amount of damage that he was about to on this young lady. And that's their justification. Now, if it's as simple as that, I'm okay. You know, he went through a suspension period and then they let him play. But if he was just the transporter of the gun, I'm not sure if it's fair to put him or to make him legitimately. Yeah, come on, poo-poo. Make him to make him legitimately. Yeah, he brought it, but is he responsible for the hold on. I know we talked about this before. She wants to say hello.
Hey, poo-poo.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Shut the door. But like I said, it's hard for me to say that he's 100% responsible or that he should be punished because he brought somebody's gun. I know it sounds terrible for me to have a position like this, but in the interest of him and his career You know, you want to be fair with it. You want to, you know, make sure that you're making the right decision. Should he have brought it? Probably not. But let's say if he brought it and nothing happens, is there a crime, you know, committed? You know, like when you leave and then all of a sudden you go, oh man, I didn't know that he was going to do this. He just, you know, I don't know if he was his roommate or it was just his buddy or, you know, teammate. He just said, you know, bring my gun, and he brought it.
So what happened? They were in his car.
Okay.
When he got dropped off at the club. So he called him back. He said, "Hey man, I left my gun in your car. But can you bring it to me?"
Okay, so it was in the okay.
It was in Miller's car.
So the way you making it sound, that's legitimate, like a, you know, a legitimate. I'm giving him his property. I don't want it in my car. You know, you know. So if that's the case, if you breaking it down to me like that, I don't think that the backlash that this kid is getting should be, you know, I don't think he should be held accountable for giving somebody his stuff. If it would have been me and you, I probably would have did the same thing. Hey man, get my stuff. You rode with me, but you know, your pistol's in my car. Here you go. Holler at you. And Galen done went in and then, you know, shot up the whole Home Depot. Dang. What can you do, man? I don't know if y'all see it differently, but I'm curious to see how y'all feel.
OG?
I guess the only thing I'm interested in is I think Gabe, you said that Alabama has come out and said that he's been relieved of all charges of whatever the case may be, but has that come out in the news, or that's just something Alabama's saying?
Well, no, it came out in the news. They don't have anything they can charge him with. This is what the chief of police said. We don't have anything that we can charge him with.
So here that I'm looking at, said Tuscaloosa County in Alabama identified Miller, who transported the gun belonging to Miles. But that was the only thing that they said. That's the only thing they had. You know, he wasn't identified on the scene. You know, when the altercation happened. You know, really, if you look the way they're trying to make it seem like one situation happened separately from another. You know, like he gave him his gun, yes, but he was like the situation with the chick happened. You know, like I ain't gonna say like way after, but it was like, all right, after I just gave you your stuff. It had nothing to do with the other thing, is what that I'm looking at now. But he's getting a massive ovation from Alabama fans because the way it looks, he's been exonerated from the crime. Yes, he gave him his stuff, but he's been exonerated from the situation that happened.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it.
Because it says here, his attorney Jim Standridge noted that his client was unaware at the time that he was in possession of his friend's handgun until he, got the call. Said, "Listen, your handgun is in my car. My handgun is in your car." Basically, he said he never saw the handgun. He said he drove it down to meet Miles and Davis, and then he said at that point they separated. He said, so Miller doesn't own a gun. He said never have. He never handled a firearm, and he said he had no knowledge of any attempt to use the weapon. Now, the thing that gets me here says here that Davis and Miles agreed, like he had nothing to do with this.
He's the star.
So which one is the star?
Miller.
Miller is the star. Miles and Davis were the ones that committed the crime.
Yeah. Miles was on the team.
Yeah.
So Miller, so the gun was in Miller's car that either Miles or Davis left in there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Supposedly.
Okay. Yes.
So I'm going devil's advocate. Y'all know how I do.
You about to do?
So
he back from vacation, y'all.
Yeah, I'm looking at this as though this is my daughter.
Okay.
And to me, anybody that had any type of involvement in this needs to be held some type of way accountable. Now, so now what we got right now is that these former basketball players, Miles Davis, whoever the case may be, whoever it was, is saying that the star didn't have anything to do with it. So are they saying this to protect my man? Or is that legitimately true? To me, until this goes to court or something, that comes out and says that, hey, yeah, all information, all evidence says because I'm in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I got a star basketball player, and Alabama #2 in the nation. So Alabama is very seldom that Alabama gets to be #2 in the nation.
It is.
You take this dude away from them, and what happens to that #2 in that team? So that's my only viewpoint is that if it's legitimate, it's legitimate. But it's that question of the fact that Tuscaloosa now is coming out and saying, because at first they were saying that he had the gun, it was his gun, he gave it to him, or whatever the case may be. But now it's coming out a totally different story now. I'm just saying, coincidentally, Alabama #2, he's a star player. What happened? They take him away from him. I'm just saying, I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah.
You think that the basketball program is that important to them that that the truth is hidden?
Don't act like it happen nowhere else.
Look here. This is a major program.
Look
right.
It
is, but a child died, like he said. But then the two guys that committed this awful crime, they didn't implement him. Most of the time, whenever you put some pressure on him, he was with us. Nobody said that. He gave me my pistol back.
You as the star athlete, I don't think they will implicate you in a situation like that.
Right.
Because I believe they try to protect the major guy in it all. Man, Miles, like, look, man, I was just on the team. I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't going to the NBA. Miller is a top 5 prospect in the NBA, if he was to come out.
But let's go to the story, though. I don't mean to cut you off, G. You mean three guys have the same MO. This girl don't want to talk to me, so she needs to get shot?
That's the bad thing, number one.
Yeah. I don't think he knew that I don't think he knew that he was going to shoot somebody, but you're at a club in the middle of the morning. Then you call your homeboy and say, hey, man, I need my gun. Right there should be a sign that something's not right. I'm going to ask Corey, hey, Corey, why you need your gun? Everything all right, bro?
That's what I'm about to say. Question, my man, early in the morning, why is it so important I bring you this gun back this early in the morning when he's been in my car all night? Why you need it now?
Why you need it now? So now I'm like, as your homeboy, I'm like, hold up, dog. Wait a minute. Are you okay? Just let's leave. I'll come get you. Let's leave. I don't want to give you it's like giving somebody an explosive. Hey man, I'm gonna give you this bomb, man. hey, give me that bomb I made. And then he go blow up a stadium or something. Like,
but you know what?
It's a weapon. It's a weapon that does damage.
I'll be honest with you though. I've been in that situation 3 times where a pistol or something, has been left in my car. Because we all, how when the night first start, it's 10 cars. It's everybody. We all hooked up. Everybody riding together. Towards the end of the evening, hey man, I'm gonna ride with OG. I'm gonna ride with Galen back. And then next, hey man, get a phone call. My pistol in your car. Hey man, meet me at the Crystals and you come, get your stuff or whatever. Now, do I ask questions and if it's your pistol? For one,
where were y'all going?
Huh?
Were y'all going home? Or where were y'all going? I think that makes a difference. Were y'all going to Magic City or were y'all going to the crib?
We were going to the spot, but this was at the end of the night where you just kind of separate, or whoever lived the closest, hey, we may still be going out or we headed home, I ain't gonna lie, like Bobby, he done left his pistol in my car. Hey man, I need my, because he going with, one way, I'm leaving, I gotta meet him, give him stuff. Now, like you said, nothing's happened, but or like let's say, like with a cell phone or something like that. But this is a little different, right? Because you said it's a pistol. But do I ask because it's your property? Then I don't want it. I don't want it in my car. Hey, come get, here's your stuff. Get your unit. But I don't know how else to put this. You know what I mean?
I know. I get what you're saying. I don't think you're wrong. I see. I mean, I see. I see your point. You know, and like I said, they don't have anything to charge him on. The law in Alabama states that if he doesn't know about the situation that's going on, then he's free of any wrongdoing. So that's why they said they can't charge him with anything.
And listen, the terriblest part about this is that girl died, and I get what OG saying.
And
everybody needs it.
Yeah, and this is the problem that they're having. The coach came out and said he was just in a bad place at the wrong time, or in the wrong place at the wrong time, which is not the right thing to say, because this young lady lost her life.
Right.
You know, and you're saying this right here was in the wrong place at the wrong time. What about
Let's go back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Now you asked that question, Corey. No, do they consider the sports? I don't know. One of y'all said that. Do they consider the sports more important?
Right.
For the coach to say that and not recognize the fact that this young lady lost her life,
right?
That just shows me what he thinks is more important.
Mm-hmm. So this is we're gonna get off of this, but I have to show this clip. This is Mr. Miller coming out to cheers of Alabama in this last game that they just played. So they gave him the pat down.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be funny, huh? That's tasteless. Tasteless. If I was the coach of that team,
the coach came out afterwards, after the game, and said, this is we won't allow this to happen again. It was poor, and they're kids, man. It was a mistake, and I won't allow this to happen again. A lot of people are saying he doesn't have any control over his team.
Like you said, that's a kid thing, though. You don't know they're gonna do that. You don't know that they're gonna do the pat down.
Man, they ain't college. They not kids.
Just think, man. That kid is 19 years old.
No, listen to me. When you come out,
maybe
when
19.
you come, yeah. When you come out there and say they're kids, that means that they're at that age where they can't determine what's right and what's wrong.
I ain't saying that.
That's understanding when you say they're kids. They knew what they was doing, because that was premeditated. They planned that ahead of time. That just didn't happen right then and there.
But I'm saying they don't understand the media backlash from doing that. They don't. A 19-year-old. Ask me some of the stuff I did at 19. I don't know that I think I'm invincible. I think that and then at the same time I don't understand the right, the wrong from my actions. I'm not saying that that they shouldn't know, but it's like, you do that. They did that move because it's controversial. Because hey man, it's crazy. Somebody, I'm gonna do you on the pat down because it's out there, but they don't understand that it's wrong because a kid died behind your situation. Nobody go, hey man, I don't think we need to do that. Now, as a 28-year-old, then like, you start thinking about it. 38, hey man, ain't doing that. 48, boy, you better not do that. It changes as you get older, but they're not as mature as they need to be. They don't. Just like how you say he brought the gun. G was saying, hey man, I'm gonna ask you a question. What you better do with your gun? At 19, I ain't gonna lie, your loyalty is just bring them their stuff. I don't know how deep you're supposed to be as a thinker. What if you say no? Then your buddy be mad at you because how it street rules or whatever, but you bring me my stuff. Now, what if he did this?
He ended up not bringing it, and then he gets shot. No. Yeah,
If you go both ways, or they just, hey man, you tripping, man, bring my stuff, or I'm coming over to you. I'm coming to get my pistol. Who knows? But we know that it's terrible. But I'm just trying to think in the sense of a 19-year-old. And just like when then right after that you come and then your buddy, man, hold your hands out. We're gonna do your pat down.
And this is where I'm with James on this one. That action gives me the impression he thinks he's invincible instead of thankful.
Probably.
They're like, I got a slap on the hand. That's all it was. I missed a couple games. You know, I'm still the man at Alabama. Like, you know.
Now let me ask y'all this, because both of y'all, we all got differences. Is he guilty?
For me, I believe in some way, yes.
Okay.
In some way, I believe you brought the murder weapon.
Yeah, you played a part.
Yeah, you played a part in it.
So,
If
I'm
he
saying,
wouldn't have brought it, that young lady still be alive right now.
so he's to be blamed?
Partially, not fully. But I think
blame is blame. You know, I mean,
I think he has some blame in it. I believe he should have some blame in it, honestly.
I still say, I don't know. I wasn't there, but like I say, for the story to come out one way, and then the story gets changed.
It's been changed. Yeah,
I know it's too much inconsistency and open air questions to me for him to still be playing.
So look, this the crazy part, OG. All right, so Miller brings brings Miles his gun, but Miles gives it to Davis. Davis is the shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Davis is the killer here. Mm-hmm. Miles is the one whose ego was bruised behind the young lady not talking to him, and then while she's with her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? All of this that happened with Miles and Davis, their situation. They get back in the car, and then now like I said, Miles is in the passenger seat from where, either I don't know if he drive with it, but they're both in the car at this time. Man, shoot her, and then Davis fires. Now by this time, Miller is nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they're saying that, he had nothing to do with this. But it's like, at this point, you guys, tried to holler at the girl. She didn't give you the time of day. You go back to the car, drive by where she and her boyfriend are, and just unleash hell, with the pistol.
Yeah. Like Gator say, if he hadn't brought him the pistol, then what would have happened?
Man, that's the hypothetical part right there. I get it, but that's why they said we can't charge you for bringing somebody their property. Yeah. You're right. It wouldn't have happened, but I just don't find the guy guilty.
James Littlejohn says if 3 people go to rob a house and 1 kills the homeowner, are all 3 guilty of murder?
If the 3 people in the house when that person get murdered, yes.
I just saw a movie today, last night, with Omar Epps. It's called
Juice?
No, not Juice. Who is it? Whose way is it, or who house is it, or something like that? Like about 4 brothers, and that situation happened. One of the brothers got involved with 2 people that were criminals that went to a house to rob somebody. He stayed on the outside, and they went in and ended up killing the family. And so the police are looking for whoever did it. So he got involved with it. It's actually a pretty good movie, man.
Sound like a D movie to me. Sound like one of them D's.
I thought it was decent. I thought it was a decent movie.
Hey, was it at the movies?
It wasn't at the movie. No, I think it was a Netflix special or Prime Video special. All right, man. Let's go ahead and transition on to the NBA. So everybody knows that I'm a Hawks season ticket holder. The other night, man, I was blessed enough to be able to shoot the half court shot for $10K at the Hawks game. The Hawks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, which was a awesome game. And I'm telling you, it was a great opportunity for myself to show the basketball skills that I know that I was blessed with, So this is I'm gonna show y'all a little clip, man, of how it went down.
10 seconds. Time out and out. Let's go out to Shamil, the one-lucky contestant who will be shooting for $10,000 in the Harris 17 Casino Jackpot Shot.
Hey, that's Casino Jackpot Shot Contest, and I have 3-year Hawthorne member David here ready to take his shot. You know, $10,000 back to take. That is a lot of money. What are your plans for this money game?
What else do we do to the wall, man?
No. Show the shot. Show the shot.
So that's just the beginning of it right there, y'all. So as you can see, the confidence was there. You see the strut out there. I felt like I was ready for this shot. You know, I didn't really have a whole lot of time to prepare. When we pulled up to the parking lot, they called us up and asked us, "Hey, man, you know, do y'all want to participate in this half-court shot, man?" Whoever was doing it, they backed out. So I was like, "Oh yeah, man, halftime, love to do that, man. Y'all definitely." So, you know, I haven't touched a basketball in like months, probably. It's probably been a minute. But we get in there and they call us down. They say, "Hey, come down right now." I said, "Well, we ain't getting no food yet. We don't eat, you know, before halftime." They're like, "No, we're doing it right now, doing the first timeout." Well, oh. So go down there, man. They give me the ball. Give me the ball, man. It's a little rubber outside ball. No, what an NBA ball. I'm shooting on NBA court. NBA ball.
He's a rubber outside.
Little rubber outside ball. So they gave me that ball, a little flat, you know, but okay. So what's going on, Cartier? Those skills, my dog. That's right. I had no fear. That's right. I was on the main stage, had no fear at all. Because he said, look very confident on the walkout. I was very confident. All right. And here is the clip of the shot. If I can put this out there for you all.
I'm gonna give him a hard time right now.
Thank you, Jared. Go
What you doing? What you doing?
Huh? That was it.
What you doing?
What happened?
What's going on? What
happened?
You know what happened, yo. Play it again. Do it again. Do it right, baby. Play it again.
Y'all missed it? It didn't go on?
No.
It was playing.
No, it was not. Did you see it, OG?
Yeah, I saw it. It came up about way short.
We missed it. Look, a bunch of us. Look, I missed it. Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a hard time right now.
Thank you, Jared. Go
Hey, man, that was the opportunity for the plug.
Hey, so the crowd, so we go there a lot, so we know quite a few people in there, man. So everybody in there was pumped up. They're like, I know him. That man, hey, he gonna make this. He gonna make this. And so you can hear the guy up in the front. He was sitting next to Trae Young's dad, my buddy, man. So he was the one saying, "Oh, I'm about to go off on him, man. I'm about to get on him, man."
Yeah, I heard that in the background.
Yeah. So after I started walking out, he said, "Boo, boo." So, thank you, Tammy. It was super close. Look, I didn't realize how far that thing was. So you see, right when I was about to go up there, she said, "Hey, don't step on the line because if you make it, they won't count it if you step on the line, the half court line." I said, "Golly!" So I said, "Okay." So you can see me looking down at the ground to make sure I don't step on the line. It was a lot. So I was like, at first, I was like, I'll just shoot from right here. And I said, I need to run and start. This is kind of far. And it was far, man. It was far. Look, everybody was heckling me after the game. After that, man, Trae Young's brother, his dad, everybody on my row, the people that work there, they're like, man, gee, I thought you was gonna make it, man. I thought for sure that you was gonna make it. I was telling everybody, I know him. But it was great. It was a great experience. I thought I'd be nervous. I wasn't nervous, surprisingly. While I was waiting, I was a little nervous. I was sitting there actually talking to Gerald Wilkins.
Okay. Oh, Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald, man. Me and Gerald was sitting there talking about the Hawks, firing of Nate McMillan and all that, man. So we talked for about 5 minutes sitting over there just waiting. I was like, why don't you just shoot this shot for me, G? Like, man, I probably would have made it a couple years, years back. I can't make it now. But so it was good. But during that whole thing, I noticed something, man. And I'm a guy who prides myself in getting a nice haircut, Tammy said, did I know I was being selected? No. So the person that was selected, they normally give them like weeks to practice for the half-court shot, but for some reason, I didn't show up or he backed out or whatever it may be. So they called us right when we pulled up and asked if we wanted to do it. So that's when I found out like 5-10 minutes before we got in there. So yeah, that's when I knew, Tammy. So yeah, Gerald will be coming on the show, man. I'm working on that now. So anyway, back to my clip, man. So
can I add in?
Yeah. Go ahead and talk. Put it on the plate for us, man. So
look, now let's get back to it. So while he's doing this, I get a phone call, right? And my cousin is at the game now. He and G go back, almost 30 years at this point, So he goes, "Hey man, was Gavin at the game?" I said, "I think so." He said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Cause they didn't look like him." And I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Have you seen that dude's head?" And I was like, "His head? What you mean?" And he goes, "Nah." He said, I'm in one of the the sky booths or whatever, the club booths. And they hear the announcement going that G is about to take the shot or whatever. He said, "Look over there." He go, "Hey man, I know that dude." He said, "Look, nah, that ain't him." I go, "What you mean you look?" He said, "I was looking," but he said, "But no," I said, I've been knowing G for a long time. He normally he's straight on his hair, his hair is straight. He normally cut up nice. He said, "But it look like the dude got a mohawk or a mullet right now." And I was like, "A mullet?" I said, "Nah." He said, "His head ain't looking right." Because like I said, "Were you worried about the shot or his hair?" And he said, "Hey man," he said, "I've been knowing it for a long time." And then Richard Walker. He said, "Hey man, is he doing something different with his hair now?" I go, what is this about? What is this about his hair? So finally I see the clip. He posted a clip about 1 a.m, but they see it because they were at the game. But then when I see the clip, I see what they talking about. So just so happened, I said, "Listen, I'm gonna see the dude the next day. I'm gonna see him tomorrow. I'm gonna ask him what's going on with his hair." So when I see G, I tell him the situation. I said, "These boys wasn't worried about the shot that you missed. They worried about your hair." your head. So go ahead, G. Tell me what you told me about your head.
And it just so happened. So Friday, I needed a haircut bad. And I was telling my wife, I said, babe, you know, hey, we're gonna go to the arena. They have a barbershop inside the arena. So we gotta leave early, like around 5:30, so we can get there so I can get a haircut at the arena, you know, right before the game or while the game is going on. I can get my haircut. And so she was like, okay, cool. Middle of the day, man, she's like, I'm running behind, babe. I don't think we're gonna be able to make that. I was like, well, you know, I'm getting off a little early, so let me try to find me a barber on my side of town. You know, I'm already feeling bad because I'm cheating on my barber. I don't know how you know, if you ever cheated on your barber, it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. So I already felt a way about trying to find a barber that wasn't him. So I'm on the way home, man, and I see this barber shop right up the street from my house.
What's the name of it, G?
Don't do it. 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 Don't be in the core. Don't be in the core. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I think it's called Top Cuts. I think it is.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
So
anyway.
What demographic is there?
So I go inside and it's Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans. So look,
got a Puerto Rican
so by Jesus, by Jesus. So look, I got a buddy of mine who gets his hair cut by Puerto Ricans. Hair be fresh all the time. Reggie Taylor hair.
Yeah, he be cut up. Yeah, he be sliced up.
His head be sharp every time I see him. I was like, well, so I see him on TikTok. I see him on Instagram. They do a good job. I said, man, let me go in here and see if they just take walk-ins. So I walk in. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, buddy, you got an appointment? I was like, no, man, y'all take walk-ins? He was like, yeah, man. Somebody take care of you. Now, it's like 6 of them. There's 5 here. And then there's 1.
Sit down, amigo.
Lay back in his chair. He gets up, pulls his thing. Hey, I'll get you, my man. I was like, okay, shoot, man. Let me park my car. So I went, parked my truck, came back in, and he asked me what I wanted, man. I said the low fade, man. I wanted to put it, pretty tight on the back. Matter of fact, you can ball it up in the back. Ball it up in the back. That's easy. It's Dominicans, not Puerto Ricans, he said. That's what.
So who cut your hair, G? Some Puerto Ricans?
Yeah, it was Puerto Ricans.
Hey, come on,
my boy, what's up, Mark? Mark said should have flown to D, man. My guy D back in Cali, man. He was cutting my son's hair when he was there. I should have flown back in there, man. I'm hoping my barber don't ever see this. But anyway, so I get.
He don't know when he look at your head. What do you mean?
I get in the chair, man, and I tell him what I want, man, and he starts cutting, and he cutting super slow, super slow. I'm like, okay, all right, man.
Good. Tell how long you was in the chair.
All right, I got in about 4:12. About 5:30, I was like, babe, I'm still in the chair. I'm getting out the shower. I was like, yeah, I'm still in the chair, babe. So he kept on trying to blend the back. He kept on trying to blend that one spot. I was like, he ain't getting it, man. I don't know what's going on. He ain't getting it. So when he finishes up, man, he does my face and everything, man, and he showed me the mirror, man. My face looked good. I was like, oh yeah, hey dog, this is good, bro. Showed me the back. I barely saw the back because I was trying to get about it. I was like, yeah, man, great job, dog. Great job. He said, good, man, good. Paid him the money and left out. Came home. In about 7 minutes, I was home. Came in there, babe, what you think? He was like, oh, babe, it looks good. She was like, wait, turn around. It looks good, babe. You can't go back there. I was like, wait, what you mean? I thought you said it looked good. He was like, wait a minute. Your line is crooked. My line was like this. She's like, man, you gotta fix that before we go.
Hey, my man was on the phone.
So my line was, and I had to fix my line. I had to straighten my line up. And I was like, so how the back look, man? She's like, baby, it looks good. I mean, the back is okay. And then I saw the video when I walked out there and I saw it looked like I had a bowl cut. He didn't even try to blend it. All that trying to blend it in, he ain't trying to blend it in the back, man. It was just a bowl cut, man, around the back. It was bad, man. So
look, so OG, cut to the next day when I see him. My cousin go, when you see him, you call me because I need to talk to him. And look, he go in. He said, he said, hey, boy, we got that bowl haircut. Look, but I tell you, we were on the floor laughing. He said, man, I didn't know I looked like that. He said, man, I saw you from 2 stories up. He said, I know that wasn't my dude, you know. He said, look, then when Richard had the A, he said, man, we've been watching this dude come in the same way for 20-something years. He said, you have on flip-flops, cowboy jersey, cut up, cut to the T. And man, he said, nah, that ain't. He said, wife asked him, are you sure that's him? He said, 'cause you looking strange over the thing. He said, that can't be him. And he said, but I gotta check to see. But then we post. Well, stop. I said, all that behind a haircut.
Yeah. It's baseball cap time, so I'm wearing my hood everywhere. I was with Corey yesterday. I had my hood on. I had it on today. I was at the game today. Had my hood on. Everybody at the game think I got my hood on because I'm trying to hide from the shot I shot. I'm just trying to hide me. I'm just trying to hide me.
So why don't you turn around, G?
Hey, see?
I didn't think you were gonna do it, man.
Oh, Lord.
So why didn't you go to your normal barber? You out of town or something?
No, so that's the issue with my barber. My barber is great, but you will make an appointment for 9:30 and you won't get your haircut till 11:45. Like he'll probably get there at 10, but he had an 8 o'clock appointment. He had an 8 o'clock appointment that he didn't show up for. So 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:45. You know, you got to go through all those to get your haircut. So it's I've been going to him for years, man. I don't want to change, but you can't do anything. Like your whole day is gone when you go there.
Yeah.
Look, okay. I told G yesterday. I said, boy, you better say your son cut it or something. Cause when your barber look at you, they're like, hey, boy, where you been? Cause they know, they cut lines.
Yeah, I cut it, man.
My wife did it, man. My wife messed me all up, man. Look, my wife tried to help me one time. You know how we go with the help. She, you know what? Get on up. I don't even have a whole lot of hair. Cut my head.
Oh man, NBA, the Hawks, man, they have a new head coach, Mr. Quinn Snyder, signed a 5-year deal with the Hawks today, man. So he will be on the bench on Tuesday, and the Hawks
they gonna put him in. They gonna bring him in immediately.
Oh yeah, immediately.
Wow, they didn't waste no time. They did get loud.
Yeah,
not next season or not after the 23 games. Oh wow, okay.
He's here, man, and the players are excited. I think the Donovan Mitchell gave Trae Young the okay about this coach. He said you're gonna like this coach. The Hawks are playing better, man. They have a decent squad. They have a really, really nice squad, man. And I think I asked this question before on social media, like, which team is the scariest 8 seed? And the Pelicans or the Hawks, man. I told everybody I think it's the Hawks. And you're starting to see what they can be just in these last 2 games without being held back by Mr. Nate McMillan, who I thought was holding them back. So y'all give me your thoughts on Quinn coming in and this playoff race in the East. Let's start there in the East, man. You got Chicago on the outside looking in right now at the 11th seed. but you have Washington at 10, Toronto at 9, Atlanta at 8, Miami at 7, New York, the Knicks at 6, who are playing great. Brooklyn at 5, Boston and Milwaukee and Philly, round off the top 3. And we will get to that snack, Mark. We'll get to that next, the West. So y'all give me your thoughts on that, OG.
I guess right now is they're just Miller Waves. Just had the All-Star game, so anything can happen right now. If the Atlanta gels with this new coach, we've already seen what they're capable of doing. So maybe he'll come in and turn things around. And they get out of the 8th seed and get out of the play-in and move on up. They had the capability of doing it. Like I say, it's just right now there's not much separating the bottom half of the East right now. It could be either way, like you say, other than the top 3 or 4 with the Celtics, Bucks, 76ers, and the Cavs. So the lower half could be topsy-turvy from here on in.
Yeah,
it depends on who gets that hot streak.
Corey.
So Snyder, he them 6 years. Well, he was at Utah for 6 years. I think 6 seasons or 7.
6. I think it was 6.
6,
maybe 7.
I noticed that he went to the playoffs every year that he was there. They were a legitimate playoff team each year that he was there. The only question I don't know is why he ended up leaving Utah or what happened with his position at Utah. I know he's a good coach. I don't, like I said, I didn't know much about him. I knew he was, solid with, them being playoff contenders. They were weak playoff contenders, but they were there, without a doubt. Like there was no play-in, there was, these were legitimate spots that Utah earned as a team. I just didn't know what happened or why why didn't he continue being the coach? Did they fire him or was there,
He walked away.
He walked away.
Yeah, he walked away. He said, it was just time for him to go. He felt like he had taken them as far as he can take them. They weren't really adding any pieces to really move up, anywhere. So he moved on. They were getting.
You remember Coach Bud did the same thing here in Atlanta. I think it was like I said 6 seasons in a row. We went deep into the playoffs, and he just felt like same way. He can probably get more out of because I didn't get why he left to go to the Bucks, but then like he was saying, he just felt like they wasn't putting, they didn't put enough pieces to get over the hump. He did as much as he could as a good coach could do to get there. Now they go like the OG was saying, in this, with us being in the 8th seed, between us and let's say 5, there's 4 games between us and the 4th game. I know Brooklyn lost less games, but they just lost Kevin Durant at the same time too.
And we just beat them today. The Hawks did.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So they can easily find themselves on a skid. And what's the guy name that came from the 76ers? He just got hurt. So I think he's gonna miss. They said about a week or 2. What's his name? The one that scared to shoot.
Ben Simmons. He's not playing. Yeah, you talking about Ben Simmons for the Nets. For the Nets. Yeah.
Right.
He's not
trying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they just lost Ben. They got younger, but time would tell if it was a. We know Kevin Durant is a big hole to fill without Kevin Durant. So I mean, we got a chance to move up. You're right. New York is hot right now. Miami picked up Kevin Love. Everybody made some good moves, but like I said, if we can hold between us and Toronto, we can hold the 8th spot, or maybe move to 7 or 6 spot. We may be okay. If Quinn comes in and makes a huge difference, I hope for better things. I know, G, you've seen this entire season, and you know where they're going. Do you think Quinn is going to make a big impact with these last 20 games at this point?
I don't think you're going to see the impact that he's going to make this season.
Okay.
Because I think he's going to run what they are running right now. I think they'll change it all up next season. But I think he's just going to let pretty much the assistant coaches run this team while he's here. But I really believe you'll see what his impact next year on it. But yeah, I'm with you though. They are in a good position. Like you said, only 4 games really out of that 5th seed, and they're gonna make a move. The Hawks are gonna make a move. I wouldn't be surprised to see them make it into that 5-4 seed area.
I would rather see them there because I ain't gonna lie to you. You don't want right now no parts of Boston, Milwaukee, or Philadelphia. If you're 8, 7, or 6,
they
hoping
can
they can
handle Philly. They can handle Philly. I wouldn't be scared of Philly. I don't think they want any parts of Boston or Milwaukee though. With you on that.
You don't think Philadelphia is strong right now?
No, I'm not afraid of Philly. Embiid is their guy. He's tough, but I think the Hawks can get him a run for their money.
Okay. Yeah. Might have to put you to that one. Now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. All right. The Miami Heat. They're on a 4-game losing streak, and they're getting they have a frustrated Jimmy Butler over there right now. It's not looking good for them. Kev says they can beat Milwaukee too. They just don't have an answer for doggone Giannis.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of teams that do.
A lot of teams that do, man. I mean, they played them in that last series tough, and for some reason they played them tough. So I will say that, but they can. You know what? I would think on that. They can play with. They can play with Milwaukee. They can play with them. Mark says negative on that one. Right? So,
man, negative Ghost Rider.
Do you think the Washington Wizards will stay in the playing game hunt with Chicago on their butts?
Wizards. Washington is 28-32.
Yeah, right.
And then Chicago is 28-33.
Yeah.
And right in that same mix, Indianapolis is 27-35. Like I said, it's hard to no, I'm not gonna say that because you can easily go on a 2 to 3 game skid, without, like you said, without really, Brooklyn is doing it right now. So it all depends. And then you just said that Miami is on a skid too.
Yeah, they're on a 4-game skid.
Yeah.
That
bottom, you just never know.
Never know. Okay. All right, man. Let's go to the West, man. Let's move over to the West. You have the Los Angeles Lakers, who are looking in at the number 11 seed right now. New Orleans, who's sliding backwards. They're at the number 10 seed on a 3-game losing streak. The Golden State Warriors, they're at number 9, and they need Curry to come back fast.
Mm-hmm.
Utah at number 8, Minnesota at number 7, Dallas at number 6, Clippers at number 5, Phoenix at number 4. Then you ended off with Denver, Memphis, and Sacramento. But we have to talk about these Los Angeles Lakers.
Before you do that, let me say something. Golden State right now, Clay is finding his stroke.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if you get
the balance.
Huh?
Oh.
They're not now. They're not now. Oh, you just saying that somewhere else.
Yeah, no, you good. Yeah,
oh, okay. My bad. I about to say if like you said, if Curry comes back and they get themselves back into this, this good stroke between the two of them. Hey man, listen, like right now, Utah's 31-31, Minnesota's 31-31, Golden State is 30-30. It's real close between, like you said, at 9-7, and then Dallas with Kyrie and what's your boy name?
Luka.
They hadn't won a game together on the court yet.
Mm-hmm.
They've yet to win together.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just not gelling the way they thought they were. They're playing good ball together, but when two guys need to have the ball, you can tell that When Luka sat out, I guess he was hurt for a quick second, or before when Kyrie was playing, them 2 games that he first came in, they won, but together they just hadn't been able to get a W yet.
And that's gonna take time. That's gonna take time. That's gonna take a little time. You got to get it. You got to get into a rhythm, a gel. They got to gel a little bit.
Sure,
that's not happen overnight. That's not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I know me. You don't be riding with me and OG on Golden State sometime, but they get hot, it's going down.
Yeah. Once they get in the playoffs, and you got your boy there, man, Steph Curry, you got a chance. So yeah, I'm not really worried about them. I think they'll be in there. I don't like them in a 1-game series because if they're cold, that's a problem.
A 1-game series. So how does this play-in work again? If they're the play-in is 9 and 10, or
so if they're 10 and 8, right?
No, I'm saying what is the play? What's the play-in team?
10 through 7.
Okay.
So you don't want to be playing, what is it, 10 and 9. 10 and 9 and 8 and 7.
Mm-hmm. That what you're saying? That's how it works?
That's how it works. And then
is it
10 and 9?
I'm saying, tell me.
Does it always go up to 7? Because I thought the one that won became the 8th seed.
Right. So maybe it's is it?
So it's 8, 9, and 10.
8, 9. It's got to be.
I see the line right here. The line stops at 10.
At 10, got to be 4 players. It got to be 4 teams.
Okay. So maybe it is 7 through 10 then.
I think the play-in is 7, 8, and 10. 7, 8, 9, 10.
So whoever plays 10 and 9, they in a 1-game elimination.
Okay, it says here.
They lose.
Yeah, it says here teams seeded 7 through 10 in each conference will complete a play-in tournament at the end of the regular season. So 7, right.
I still don't understand the reasoning for this. Just go with the top 8 and be done with it.
Just be done with
it. If you don't get the top 8, then you just done your season over.
It's to get that 9 and 10 a chance.
Yeah.
Well, you had the chance for 82 games.
Right.
I think they was doing that because they was sitting people at the end of the games and the seasons, so they was trying to make it so ain't sitting nobody. So that's
that San Antonio deal. That San Antonio.
That's
okay. Sit somebody if you want to. Okay.
Right. You be sitting at home. That's what you gonna be doing. So my guy Kev says, man, the Kings will win the West. And I remember I asked this question a couple episodes ago. Can the Kings hold on to the 4th? And I believe Kev said, no way they can hold on to that 4th seed.
Now 3 seed.
Now he said they're gonna win the West. Now he didn't change his tune.
So right now it's Denver, Memphis, Sacramento, Phoenix, and then the Clippers. That's the top 5. Dallas, round in 6, but those are the automatics that get in.
Are you worried the Lakers when they get in are this team right here can beat any one of them teams out there?
And what teams?
In the West, if they make it in the playoffs. Do y'all think?
You telling us or you asking us?
I'm asking you.
Oh, I'm about to say you sound what you asking? Are you saying or asking? Because last week you didn't sound like this.
I'm asking y'all. I told y'all that this trade was a good trade for them. I thought they got better. I think we talked about that. They got better with this trade.
Yeah.
Do y'all think so? Yeah.
So do we think the trades that they made makes them good enough to win the West?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking us?
That's what I'm asking you.
No. Yeah, not the West. Get in maybe, but
get in maybe, but not win the West.
Okay. Anybody else think that?
Okay. I think you have one person that they don't think that.
So you're not bringing this up to say that they have a chance, do you?
I really do.
To win the West?
This team is the way AD is playing, and I've told y'all this thing all depends on AD. AD is playing like AD.
You didn't even say that last. You ain't said it on Wednesday. What you talking about?
What have I always said? This team should be built around who?
But you can't do that, G. He's subject to go out down at any time.
They say he's about to expire.
No, but the way he's playing right now, you have to say he is.
But last week you were just dogging LeBron James.
I was. For what?
For missing games after he exhausted himself.
After caring about what himself.
About the record. That's what I'm saying. But you weren't even a true Lakers fan last week. This week on Wednesday, Now you do remember LeBron is on that team. AD can't do it by himself. No, and if I'm with the OG, you overdo it with AD, he gonna expire real quick.
The good thing about it, he's not overdoing it. He had a great game today, but he's playing defense. He's rebounding. Even when he's not shooting the ball, he's doing all the other things. He's been impactful on the team. We've brought in Malik Beasley, who we are all of a sudden now a deep team. They're all of a sudden a deep team now.
Okay. Let's speak hypothetically then. Okay, let's ride with you here on this. I don't know where you're going, but let me ride with you a minute. Let's say they do get the AC, or even the 7. Whatever. They go up against Denver, huh?
Then it be Denver.
No, that's what I'm saying. He gonna exert everything, even if they do get past Denver. The next one he gonna be done. He's not finna do that to. You're not finna do that to Denver. You're not.
They're only 3 games, 2 games. I'm sorry, 2 games out of the 6th seed.
No, I just don't see him being able to do it for 16 games.
Do you think if we make it to the 6th seed, you know who we'll be playing?
We playing Sacramento.
You think they can beat
Memphis?
So then they can beat the Kings? No,
you know what? King is surprising me this year, but I don't.
I think you're going a little bit. but I think they're gonna win the West. Maybe getting in the playoffs potentially, but win the West.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. Yeah, man. No.
They are young. We're not that old team like you've been saying, OG. We ain't out there with the walkers and wheelchairs no more. They're a young team with, like my guy said, Mark said, youth and length on the team has made them a much better team. They're much better on defense. They're much better on shooting, and they still have LeBron and AD.
And that makes them the best team in the West.
I think they have. I said they can beat anybody in the West. That's what I said. I didn't say they was the best team in the West. I said they can beat anybody in the West.
No, but to win the West, you got to be the best team in the West.
I mean, I think eventually you can, but I think they can beat anybody in the West. I don't. They're going to be a problem in the playoffs. That's what I'm telling y'all right now.
I got your scenario right here. So the Big Cat gonna be back about the same amount of time. He's gonna be right back. He's supposed to be back right before the playoffs start.
The man who ain't played.
He ain't played in a while, but him and AD rival each other. Yeah, they can beat each other. Somebody gonna expire.
Nobody's scared of Big Cat.
Listen, ain't nobody scared of AD.
He got to scared of AD. I don't want to be scared.
DEAD. That's what dead on the floor. Look, every time he fail, you do the same thing.
Yeah. See, you sit here bragging about him. You know what happens when you start bragging about him.
Right there you go. Golden State wasn't the best team in the West last year. And look what happened.
They got Steph Curry.
And I was about to say, but you had look, me and OG picked them from the jump.
Yeah.
We got LeBron James, y'all.
Y'all had him last year. And look, you ain't even liking Wednesday, so I ain't know what you're talking about. But to be fair, me and OG had picked them. We picked Golden State early in the season. They kind of had a dip, but then they caught fire in the playoffs.
I'll pick them again this year too.
You know what I did? I sure did. But you know what? I may have a different one here and there, but we didn't. Nobody picked Sacramento to be up in there.
No.
So nobody think the Suns gonna do nothing when KD come in there, huh?
Woo, we ain't even talked about that yet. No, yes, we did, OG, because he didn't like it. He showed didn't look. He said Chris Paul was too old, and I think you only gave a nod to Booker.
No bench. The same issue that Dallas got. That their first five is good, but when you ain't got no bench, them boys get tired. So I think Phoenix gonna have that same issue.
So now the Lakers got a bench?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does Russell Westbrook does he make the Clippers better?
According to Jalen Rose, he makes them the best team in the West.
Did Jalen Rose say it?
Jalen Rose said that he picks them to come out because of Westbrook. Yeah.
He said he was happy. He said he was happier than he's ever been.
So do the Lakers still have some games left against the Clippers?
If we do, it's only like one.
If he gonna triple double that.
I know we got 2 against the Bulls.
Yeah.
Because Patrick Beverly said he done circled them on his calendar. He wants to make sure we don't make the playoffs.
Oh.
That man gonna hurt everybody on that team. He probably
he undercut everybody.
He's gonna put big man low,
All right, man. Let's transition on to the NFL, y'all. But before we do that, we got to transition on to our guy.
Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The Crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the Crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the Crew and you.
There we go. My bad. The Crew and you is teaming up with the Adaptive Life Foundation for a charity golf tournament on April 10th. Make sure y'all come out and compete with us, man. Bring your foursome, come join in, fellowship, laugh with the Crew and you on that day. We look forward to seeing you all there. All right. And make sure you all subscribe to the channel. Remus, I don't think you subscribe to the channel yet, baby boy. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube, baby.
I need a spot.
Need to see you on there. Mark said, man, if Pat Beverly wants to prevent the Lakers from missing the playoffs, he should have stayed on the team.
He went on the inside.
That's pretty good.
All right. There you go. He just subscribed. There you go, Remus, my dog. There you go. Welcome to the family, Remus. All right. Hey, the NFL, man. NFL. We got some people that's maybe cut, maybe traded. We already know Derek Carr is out there, man. Where are these quarterbacks? Will these quarterbacks be starters somewhere? All right. I'm gonna put out a few names, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Jameis Winston, Zach Wilson, Matt Ryan, Sam Darnold, Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley, Cooper Rush, Jordan Love.
Y'all gonna let Cooper Rush go?
He may get a starting job, man. From what they were saying, people were saying that he should be a starter. So, I mean, I don't think so.
Where?
I don't.
There's not that many teams that need quarterbacks, is it?
Well, I'm about to let me the Jets, the Colts, the Saints, the Bucks, the Texans, the Panthers, And I will throw the Falcons in there because
they talking about it.
Yeah, they're talking about it. So I'll throw them in there as well.
Not throwing us in there?
I didn't throw y'all in there. I honestly think y'all gonna go with either Sam Howell or Heineke. Honestly. So
I think they said Bieniemy done met with the quarterbacks, with the offensive staff already, right? Or at least he met with 2 or 3 people, right? Already.
Who is that?
Yeah. Bieniemy.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson, he's going to be a starter. I think I was asking about these players right here to see if they're going to be a starter. We already know Lamar is going to be a starter no matter where he goes. And that's why I didn't throw Derek Carr in there, because I think he'll be a starter as well. So these players were starters at one point, except for, Cooper Rush and Jordan Love. But I believe Jordan Love may be the starter in Green Bay now. So
okay, so your boy just came out of, what do you call it?
Darkness.
Yeah.
Darkness.
He came out of darkness. He was there for, I think he said 3 days of darkness, nobody around him, or whatever this thing is, I don't even know what it was for, but okay. Name the 3-4 teams that need a quarterback. They say
Indianapolis, Saints, Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Houston. They got Davis Mills, but I don't know if they really believe in Davis Mills.
Okay, so peep the game. So how we're leaving out a big piece here. So Indianapolis is expected to move themselves up to the number 1 pick because they need a quarterback. At least that's what they're predicting here on the mock draft, to go after Bryce Young. Houston
trade with Chicago.
That's what listen. That's what they're saying here. The number 2 guy for Houston wants to kind of get Stroud. Now, at the same time, I don't know if y'all heard the same thing. They're saying that Chicago may be trying to shop, my boy Justin Fields. Yeah. So, but I don't know if that's just talk or what. But to get a draft.
The Raiders need a quarterback too. I think the Raiders in there is right.
Yep, Raiders too. Correct. So those 2 you got to kind of throw in there. Just because these are 2 high draft picks. And then the boy Will Levi from Kentucky. Hell, we've heard some stuff with Atlanta, but then we've heard some stuff with us trying to get Lamar Jackson. Who knows? But we need a QB also. So you were legit in saying that I think we should still give my guy a chance, but they're just saying that we still need another second guy. We need a guy out there.
So are Winston, Wilson, Ryan, Darnold, Huntley, Love, and Rush, are they going to be starters somewhere this season? Let's go. Let's start with James Winston. James Winston. You think he'll get a starting job this year? OG says no. Ooh, damn.
Man, ain't gonna work nowhere. Oh, you said starting job.
I'm not saying it will work.
Yes, starting job.
Man, like I said, you got 2 of them guys that gonna get no work because of Stroud and Bryce.
Are you immediately putting in these first round draft picks and as your starter in the beginning of the season?
Man, lately they've been putting these guys in and letting them go. Especially if you're a first. It's if you 1 and 2, them guys going to work. They're gonna get some work. And let's just think about it. Okay, let's say if let's go with how the draft order is right now. Who got the first pick right now? Is it Houston?
No, Houston lost because they won.
Okay, Chicago.
Cost them their job.
Chicago. Now, if Chicago stays with Fields, they had the first pick, so they don't need a QB. But like I said, we know Bryce Young and Stroud are going to they're high draft picks. They need to go somewhere. Like I said, Houston needs 1, Indianapolis needs 1 in that top 5. So, and these are guys, they're not going to bring Matt Ryan back. And Houston, with Davis Mills or whatever, they don't have confidence in him.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to take two of those guys out. They're not going to bring in a Jameis. They're not going to bring in who else is down at the bottom that you name? Give me the first three.
All right, so we just went on Jameis right now. So everybody's Jameis he's not gonna be one. Okay. Zach Wilson.
He let the Jets down.
They let him go?
No, they ain't let him go. He's still with him.
Okay.
They got to June 1st, right?
They gotta see what
they trying to get Rodgers. They trying to get
they trying to put somebody in his spot.
Yeah, they told Derek Carr he can be a Hall of Famer if he come up there. You know, so you're right, they done. He's done.
Yeah. So do you think somebody else will put him in?
You get the clipboard. He's not gonna be a starter nowhere.
Starter, okay. Matt Ryan.
I love him to death. Thank you for your services in Atlanta.
He was at the Hawks game today.
Was it?
Yeah,
why is he in Atlanta? Oh, he's still probably he was living here. He's probably still living here. Yeah. I'm about to say, why is he here? He didn't go back to BYU.
I don't know. Matt Ryan is going to be a wild card because if you got some team out there that can't get who they need in the draft, then he may be better than who everybody else think they got on their team.
Okay. All right. Sam Darnold.
So Sam Darnold, this would be his fourth team, right?
If he goes somewhere else.
But the Panthers hadn't let him go either, have they?
They ain't let him go yet.
But he's just like, we hadn't let Mariota go yet. We gotta wait,
Just like we hadn't let Wentz go.
Yeah.
Is he gone? Well, is Wentz gone? Because you talking this $60 million.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's gone or not. He may just be a millionaire sitting on the bench.
So let me ask you this quick: Can Bieniemy fix him? Bieniemy can't get him right.
Oh
no.
Okay. All right. So no for Sam Darnold. No for Carson Wentz.
You think Matt Ryan will play before Carson?
I think so.
Yeah. Damn.
Because that's just, I guess this would be realistic. Carson Wentz had his opportunities.
Yes.
But he hadn't shown that much. Matt Ryan has shown, even though Matt Ryan is older,
okay,
he has shown that he can lead a team to the promised land.
What? Back in the day, but what you mean? What about with Indianapolis? You got benched twice.
Yeah, but come on, that's Indianapolis, man. That team really that good?
Yeah, they sold him a dream because they were better the year before.
Yeah. They sold him an absolute dream.
Yeah,
and they did not produce anything that they all that they did.
Right.
Yeah.
Gave him a high school coach. Look, gave him a high school coach out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right. Tyler Huntley. And I agree with you. Mark, on that. Darnold would be like a Fitzpatrick. He'll probably be just hanging around the league.
Tyler Huntley made the Pro Bowl.
Better prepare for the XFL. Ooh.
Tyler Huntley. We asking will he be a starter?
A starter.
He was a Pro Bowler this year.
Pro Bowler this year.
That's because some people didn't make it. And some people got hurt or something. He didn't go there on his own merit. I don't think he'd be a starter either.
No. He's a backup.
Yeah. Wow. He got to play by default,
Yeah. Cooper Rush.
Where did Moore go?
Chargers.
Yeah, he won't go there. He won't go there, Star.
If he follow him, he'll follow him to hold the clipboard.
Now he may have a chance of starting based on what he did while Dak was out.
Where?
Yeah, that's the question.
Carolina.
I can say,
Las Vegas.
Who is Las Vegas? Who is Tampa Bay looking at?
Right, Tampa Bay.
Saints need a quarterback.
Yeah, and they got teams that need.
Yeah. So he may be a starter.
All right, cool.
He said Cooper Rush. Is that something that they serve at Denny's, man?
Jordan Love.
I just ain't seen enough of that dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just, I know that now. I get so mixed up between him and the kid at San Francisco.
Yeah.
Jordan Love they're just two guys that they want to play, but you ain't seen enough of them. But Jordan Love is, I mean,
I just throw Trey Lance in there too. Will he be a starter?
Trey Lance.
So they I think they both could be started based on process of elimination.
Lance ain't gonna start. Purdy gonna get that job.
You think Purdy get the job in San Francisco?
Purdy still ain't had his surgery yet.
Yeah,
he had the surgery.
So Lance
had an ACL tear.
So he'll come back for Purdy because Purdy ain't had surgery yet.
Yeah.
But I'm saying who will play for him? I think Purdy will play before, like Tommy John. You'll play before the ACL guy will. If he was anything similar to, okay, we've seen Purdy play and make it to the playoffs, huh? We know what his arm can do.
Yeah.
But Trey Young is a mobile quarterback. If he can't, like I said, they coming off an ACL tear, and we just hadn't seen enough of what he can do with his arm. I mean, I guess they're both damn as good at this point. Do you keep Garoppolo there? Because Garoppolo is going to be.
I meant to say Jimmy G too.
Jimmy G is out there.
Yeah, so Jimmy G, will he be a starter somewhere?
I think he'll be a starter.
Thank you, Mark. I had him on there. I forgot to put him up. Say his name.
I think Jimmy G would, because I think when he came back, I think Purdy was just doing well. Jimmy G could have played, but Purdy, they just didn't want to disturb what Purdy was doing. But I think Jimmy Garoppolo will start somewhere. Hell, I even heard that we may have, we may take him just, to kind of put, Ritter on ice and see what he can do. Because like I say, he's a top tier QB.
Who?
He's top tier. Now where the tier is, okay, cut the league in half, and I put him in the top tier.
Okay. He's in 16. He's 16 somewhere between 1 and 16.
Is that fair?
I can see. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. All right. Look, you get what the tier.
I was getting a little nervous about that, but yeah, that's fair. It's a league with a lot of bad quarterbacks, so I'll put him up as top 16. I just put him in the league. I don't think we have 20 starting quarterbacks in the league.
Would you take Jimmy G over quarterback out there in Denver?
Russell Wilson?
Wilson, yeah.
Look, Russ, if you see how Russ played after his coach got fired, he actually looked better.
Yeah, I want to take Jimmy G over him, over Russell Wilson.
Right. It might have been the coach. It might have been Coach Hackett, man.
Okay.
They looked like they were putting up points. I mean, he was scoring throwing touchdowns again. It was only 2 games.
He only averaged 12 points. I think they said.
Yeah. They wasn't averaging anything in the. I think the last 2 games, I believe he had a pretty good showing.
I hope that with the new coach, like I said, there's gonna be some. You're not finna just come in here. Like I say, he already told him he can't have his own personal quarterback coach. We're not doing that. This little squad you have of yours, all that. They say he has an office and them parking spaces. That junk got to go. Yeah.
So what's going on with Russ, man? Why they trying to run Russ into the ground, dog? Why they on Russ?
Because it ain't us. Beast Mode had already said that some years ago. That Legion of Boom, they ain't like that dude, man. They were like, I think it's just coming out that he's kind of prima donna-ish, He wanted that play as opposed to handing it off. It's like they called the play, but it was like you supposed to go, man, give it to Beast Mode. If you want to win, give it to him. But it said he wanted some of the accolades, and now it's coming out that he wanted Pete Carroll and GM.
Yeah, he said it's not true. That's why I'm trying to figure out why they trying to run Russell Wilson's name in the mud now, man. They trying to drag him. I mean, they looking up his contributions from his charity.
Right, and he turned into money. He
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, RC says, man, I'm sorry, Jimmy G is not a top 16 player. Quarterback. Yeah, they can say you got 16 better quarterbacks in the league
than Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
We'll be here all night.
Yeah, we'll be Ooh. Well, hey, say, man, we got to close this bad boy out. We got to close this thing out.
I do need 2 minutes though.
Okay. Hey, you got it, baby. You back on. So go ahead and give us 2 minutes of it. Let's go.
You know this 2 minutes gonna be about, right?
Yeah, undefeated.
Is it that female basketball team?
You know it. About them undefeated University of South Carolina women's Gamecocks. Finished the regular season today 28-0, 16-0 in the SEC. And with this senior class, who was Dawn Staley's first top-ranked senior class, finished 121-8.
21-8?
121-8.
Oh, 121-8. They lost 8 games. That's I don't
it.
even remember those 8 games.
They lost 8 games. You know, a couple of them came to UConn. Back for they brought in some more talent, but yeah, they going in number 1 in the SEC tournament. Predicted number 1 overall, number 1 in the NCAA tournament. And guess what the OG predicted? Back to back.
I can't even disagree with you on that, OG.
Hold up. I got so with that being said, I got to go back to this quarterback thing. You know,
okay.
I looked up the top 16. You know, look, they actually have the top 16. You know, for 2022 at the end of the season. All right, number 16. Or do y'all want to go from top to bottom or bottom to top?
Go from top to bottom. Let's go top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Okay.
Keep the suspense there.
All right. Okay. No, ranked number 1. You know, after the Super Bowl, they had Josh Allen for the this is just for the regular season. So they had Josh Allen number 1, Pat Mahomes number 2, Aaron Rodgers number 3, number 4 is Tom Brady. This is where they had him. Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. They had Justin Herbert at 5, Joe Burrow at 6, Matthew Stafford at 7, Dak Prescott at 8. Yeah. All right. Russell Wilson at 9. 10 is Deshaun Watson. 11, Lamar Jackson. 12, Kyler Murray. Yeah, I know you. Derek Carr at 13. 14 is Matt Ryan. 15, Kirk Cousins. And rounding off 16, Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, this is here off, this, like I said, it was just NFL.com, 2022 quarterback rankings as of 16 games in the regular season. So,
no Daniel Jones, no Tua Tagovailoa.
They stopped at 16. Now, they got.
I'm in 16. I'm talking about in the 16. So none of them was in that.
Wow. So what they based it on? Because my first question is, how many games did Deshaun Watson play?
Hey, I don't know why they're going off that. So, okay. All right. So when I click on 17, all right. So they had 17, real quick, Seahawks. The Seahawks guy. I had this thing in the way. Gino. All right. So look, they're going, I'm going to start from the bottom. Yeah. They got Marcus Mariota at 31. Sam Darnold at 30. Daniel Jones at 28. Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett, they split at 27. So they're like an A and B. Davis Mills at 26. Justin Fields at 25. Trevor Lawrence at 24.
Wow, Trevor that low?
Tua Tagovailoa at 23. Let me see. Mac Jones at 22. Carson Wentz at 21. Jameis Winston at 20. Jared Goff at 19, which is, hey man, listen, that's crazy to me. I thought he had a great season this year. Ryan Tannehill at 18. Jalen Hurts at 17.
They didn't have Jalen Hurts in there in the top 16.
They did not. So they just going off regular season. Now I'll say this here: you were on that same train with these writers here. I
just said he was MVP.
Nah, don't do that. You hate it, bro. You terrible.
I ain't say the man was in the top 16. I just said he wasn't MVP. Golly.
That's surprising, man.
Yeah.
So like I said, I don't know why. Hey, that's tough. That's tough. I don't agree with the Jared Goff ranking because I thought he had a great season.
Yeah.
But this is just regular season. 17 games. So I mean, I'm sure it's different on different ones, but somebody put this list together.
Yeah. Snack said, man, that has to be before last season. Like that's wow. Justin Fields, Remus says Justin Fields, Joe B, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, Deshaun, Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, Pat Mahomes, Dak, Tua, Hurts, Goff, Rodgers, Carr, Stafford, Jackson, Geno, and Kirk Cousins, all better than Garoppolo.
Look, the Cromwell 2022 list here on the show, guys.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So you got 18 players.
Yeah, put 18 on the list.
Yeah, I'm with you. That list didn't make no sense. I don't know what writers wrote that list. That list was horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible. And those would be the same ones to put people in the
Hall of Fame. Right.
Yeah. And the Pro Bowl.
Jalen is 16. Yeah, I think Jalen is.
Hey man, great show, fellas. Great show. Fellas, can y'all stay on afterwards? We gotta talk a little bit. Okay. All right, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Everybody on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, man. Remus, welcome to the TCY family, bro. Thank you for subscribing. Remember, hey man, tell a friend, bring a friend. YouTube, Mark. Hey, tell everybody in Pedro, man, to jump on, baby. Tell everybody. All right, man. We love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us. We'll see y'all on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. And we may have something special coming for y'all, man. We might have something going on, man. Might be something big. So we'll let y'all know though. But we love y'all, man. Keep your head on a swivel and keep God first, man. We'll see y'all on Wednesday, baby. We are out. Peace.
Peace.